Welcome back. We came up here to Tallahassee to watch the Florida Senate consider the Tristin Murphy Act, which was named after the 37-year-old man who killed himself with a chainsaw at a prison in South Florida. Murphy, a schizophrenic, was in prison on a littering charge, and his story was the focus of the CBS Miami documentary Warehoused, the life and death of Tristin Murphy, which showed how the state has long failed to properly treat people with mental illnesses who end up in the criminal justice system.
Good morning. The Senate will be in order.
More than 3 years after Tristin Murphy killed himself with a chainsaw at a Florida prison, the Florida Senate passed the most comprehensive reform to mental health in decades. The story of Murphy, a schizophrenic who was sent to prison on a littering charge, was the focus of the CBS Miami documentary Warehoused that moved lawmakers to act.
The tragedy of Tristin is a painful reminder of what each of us here know to be true, and that is that the intersection between mental health and our criminal justice system is a very dangerous place for people to be.
Senator Jen Bradley was the bill's sponsor.
For the acutely mentally ill, the cycle is jail, a forensic hospital, living on the streets, and inevitably rearrest. And this bill will break that cycle.
Tristan's mother, who has been fighting for change since her son's death, was invited to be on the Senate floor by the chamber's president, Senator Ben Albritton, who made the bill one of his top priorities.
Humanity gets the credit for this bill, not any particular individual, because this bill will save lives. It's going to change the trajectory for people in Florida that don't even know it yet.
The bill garnered bipartisan support, with senators from both parties speaking out in support.
This is beyond all partisanship and the polarization that we see. It's just about doing the right thing.
Those of us who've been in the legislature, you just lived in Florida for many years, you have heard us speak about mental health and wanting to do something about mental health. And this bill attacks mental health at its source, if you will.
Senator Rosalynn Osgood, who has spoken openly about her struggles with addiction and mental illness, said the bill will make a difference.
And oftentimes we're criminalized. We're put in jail. When our disease is running rampant, it sends us into very dark places where we don't have control of our behavior. And I think today the Florida Senate is sending love to people that live with this disease.
Both Albritton and Bradley said the bill will make communities safer.
There may be some that read this bill and hear this testimony and they might say it's soft on crime. I'd say it's strong on crime, but it's stronger on common sense.
This is a bill for public safety. Getting treatment and long-term stability for these individuals is a public safety bill.
Before the Senate passed the bill unanimously, the chamber gave the Murphys a standing ovation. After the vote, Bradley said Tallahassee can often be a frustrating place, but on this day, something good happened.
There are things we can do to help families, to help people who are struggling, to lift them up, to make our state not only more profitable, but as President Albritton said, more humane. And that's a brighter spot for everybody. That makes us a stronger state.
Not only did the bill pass unanimously, but every senator signed on as a co-sponsor. As you can imagine, the debate and vote was a deeply emotional moment for Tristan's mother, Cindy. I first spoke to her just 3 days after Tristan killed himself in September of 2021. And I can tell you, neither of us back then thought we would see what happened here in the Senate. And in watching the debate, it was clear that it was only through Cindy Murphy's bravery in telling Tristan's story that this bill has come as far as it has.
For the Murphy family, this is a very big deal. It's tragic and it's bittersweet, but so many lives are going to be saved, Cindy Murphy, because of you.
The Florida Senate's unanimous passage of the Tristin Murphy Act was the culmination of 3 years of pain and anguish by Cindy Murphy to see that her son's death wasn't in vain.
And to the Murphys, this doesn't happen without you. It just doesn't happen without you.
Senator Jennifer Bradley sponsored the bill, and she's grown close to the Murphy family.
It's incredible grief for her to bear, but we are so grateful that she shared it so openly, and not everyone would, and understandably. But I'm eternally grateful to Cindy Murphy for being so open and willing to share her pain so that we could have this change.
For Cindy Murphy, it was all overwhelming. How much of your thoughts went to Tristan during all of this?
Well, the whole time. Because, I wonder what he would think of all of this. I think he would be really proud that he could, that there could be some positive results from what happened to him.
Cindy is now raising Tristan's 2 sons, Cody, who is 17.
I already texted Cody, and he texted back great. He's thrilled.
And then Colton, who is just 9 and still doesn't know the gruesome details of his father's death. You think this will make it easier when you finally have to sort of have that conversation with him?
I do. We laid in bed together the other night when he was going to sleep, and we were talking about it, and I just kept telling him, this is something good. It was sad that your dad died, but something good's going to come out of it, and I think he'll understand all this and be much more
He's 9.
able to accept
right.
it. Yeah.
At 9, you can't. Yeah. This is too much.
It's just too much. So yeah, he'll get there.
When I first met Cindy almost 4 years ago, she told me that after his death, she would talk to Tristan, hoping he found peace. Do you still talk to him at night sometimes?
I do. I walk, I hike, and talk to him.
What are you going to tell him about this?
He was there today. Yeah, we're going to have a long talk. And we're going to just celebrate the moment together. And it's just, I feel him. And I wish he was here. I wish he could see it. I wish he could know. I'm hoping that he is, knowing and seeing it. I believe that he is. Yeah.
After the Senate bill passed, Cindy met with House leaders to track the progress of the bill in the House. Everyone I've spoken to says the bill should pass in the next couple of weeks. From there, it will be up to Governor Ron DeSantis to sign. If you would like to see our documentary, Warehouse, The Life and Death of Tristan Murphy, you can find it on our website at cbsmiami.com. We'll be right back.